let's put the spotlight on JSW Energy, because that particular account is in focus, because they're betting on a 16,000 crore rupees Capex, and this in order to set up the largest greenfield power plant in West Bengal, which according to the management will be the most competitive in terms of capital cost per megawatt among the recent projects. In a chat with ET Now, joint MD and CEO Sharad Mahendra shares the investment pipeline, the capacity targets for the company.
In fact, if we see, this is, as a very rightly asked, this is a high significance project both for the state of West Bengal as well as JSW Energy. When I talk about JSW Energy, see, we are moving ahead with keeping in mind the energy requirement which is happening, one, energy transition which is happening towards green energy, and also the reliability of the power. So I think this particular project is a part of our JSW Energy being seen as a reliable supplier and a stable supplier, because we have all been seeing that significant capacity addition is happening in the renewable energy space, whether it is solar, whether it is wind, or a hybrid of solar wind. And we also have a huge pipeline, which I will talk about. So with the increasing feed of wind and solar energy to the grid, which is not a round-the-clock 24-hour feed, the grid stability also is very, very important.
Correct.
So from the grid stability point of view, the reliable power is very, very important. So there the thermal is playing an important role. And also the demand growth, the way India is seeing. If we see, barring maybe FY25, which has just ended, wherein we witnessed in the range of 4.6, 4.7% demand growth, prior to that 3 years, the demand growth year on year has ranged from 7.5 to 9.5%, which is very, very significant. And last year also it was only a bit lower because of the first half, when the government capex was less because of the elections and other things, but it took picked up the pace in the second half. So this is our largest investment in thermal in Greenfield area and in the state of West Bengal.
Perfect. And this one is a thermal plant, and like you said, renewable energy is also an area of focus that no energy company today can ignore or lag behind. So can you give us a sense of where those renewable energy projects lie in terms of pipeline? And I also saw that in the projections you've said that you're looking at new state tie-ups for solar, wind and hybrid projects. So what are the states that you are eyeing, and would West Bengal be one of them as well?
Yes, I'll come to that. It's a very, very pertinent and important question. First, I'll come to the thermal investment, what we are doing. I just want to inform, we are bringing in the latest ultra supercritical technology of 2 units of 800 megawatt of each, which means much lower emissions, better as compared to, of course, it is a fossil fuel based power generation, but still taking care of the best of the technologies which are prevailing right now. Country is also focusing now on the ultra supercritical technology. So this is the ultra supercritical technology thermal plant, bringing in best of the efficiencies is what we are doing. Regarding our JSW's renewable energy, I just want to, before I take a step back, that as we are talking, we are a 12.2 gigawatt size company, in which almost 54% is the renewable energy, and 46% is thermal. And now maybe in the current year, which has just started, what we are adding, by year end we expect it will be that almost 2/3 of our total portfolio will be renewable energy and 1/3 will be thermal. And this is the announcement which we have made 3 years back, that we will grow responsibly, reliable power supply, which is through thermal, but in keeping in mind the sustainability and the ESG aspect of the business also. So our green energy portfolio is going to increase significantly from the present levels, and that is what we have stated, with the target to be carbon neutral by 2050.
Okay, perfect. Now I want to speak a little about your targets in terms of the capacity that the company is looking at. So 10 gigawatts was for FY25, and then if you look at 2030 picture, it's a target of 20 gigawatts.
Yes.
So can you give us a sense of where we are at currently? Also, with the current financial year ending, how close are we to achieving the 2030 target,
Right.
and what contributions need to be made in FY26 in order to reach them?
Yeah. I'll just tell you that yes, we had announced about 3 years back that by 2030 we will be reaching 20 gigawatt. And in that, the first milestone was to reach 10 gigawatt by FY25, March 25.
Correct.
I'm happy to tell that we have, by March 25, we have crossed the first milestone and we have ended the year at 10.8 gigawatt. And we are well on track for 20 gigawatt. And with the order pipeline of more than 18 gigawatt what we have, we are absolutely certain that 20 gigawatt will be happening significantly earlier, maybe a few years earlier only, not by FY30. And at the right time, we will be definitely, that was a strategy 2.0. Now we'll be making an announcement of a strategy 3.0 for FY30, which will be revised upward.
For your renewable energy projects, you've done this acquisition. So, are you looking at scaling further in the renewable energy space in a similar fashion, in an organic fashion? Or are you looking at some greenfield projects?
No, what we are looking for now with the kind of order portfolio which we have to execute, we will be now focusing more on our own greenfield projects which we are executing. Because we have got the success, like in FY25, the year which has ended, the country's wind capacity addition was 4.2 gigawatt, out of which more than 30%, which is close to 1.3 gigawatt, is done by JSW.